The first season of Pokémon, known as the Indigo League, tells the story of 10-year-old Ash Ketchum. Living in Pallet Town, Ash dreams of becoming a great Pokémon master. On his 10th birthday, he goes to Professor Oak's laboratory to receive his first Pokémon, but having overslept and arrived late, he can't choose any of the classic starter Pokémon: Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Professor Oak gives him the last remaining Pokémon, Pikachu. Pikachu is initially extremely stubborn and disobedient. He constantly shocks Ash with electricity, refuses to enter his Pokeball, and doesn't trust him. On their first day out, Ash tries to catch a Pidgey but fails. He then angers a Spearow, which calls its entire flock to attack them. Ash puts himself in danger to protect Pikachu and does everything he can to keep him safe. Moved by this sacrifice, Pikachu unleashes a powerful electric attack to drive away the Spearow flock. This event marks the beginning of their strong friendship. When they arrive in Viridian City, Ash wants to visit the first gym, but discovers that it's closed at the time. While in the city, he meets a young girl named Misty at the Pokemon Center. Misty is actually following Ash because he accidentally destroyed her bicycle, and she wants him to pay for it. Later, Ash and Misty face many dangers as they cross Viridian Forest. Ash catches his first Pokemon, Caterpie, which later evolves into Metapod and finally into Butterfree. Soon they arrive in Pewter City, where Ash meets the first gym leader, Brock. Brock specializes in rock-type Pokemon, and Ash fails in his first battle against him. Later, with Pikachu's help and a bit of luck, Ash defeats Brock and earns his first badge, the Boulder Badge. After the battle, Brock decides to join Ash and Misty on their journey, as his father returns to take responsibility for the family. The trio heads toward Cerulean City. There they meet Misty's three sisters and discover that Misty is actually a Cerulean City gym leader. Ash battles the Sensational Sisters as they're known and earns the Cascade Badge, although it's not a real battle because the sisters don't take gym leadership seriously. At this point, Misty decides to continue with Ash's journey to prove herself and become a better water-type Pokemon trainer. In Vermilion City, Ash faces Lieutenant Surge for his third badge. Lieutenant Surge has a powerful Raichu and easily defeats Pikachu in their first battle. Ash decides not to force Pikachu to evolve into Raichu and instead uses his speed and agility to defeat Lieutenant Surge, earning the Thunder Badge. During their journey, Team Rocket members Jesse, James, and a talking Meowth constantly follow the trio and try to steal Ash's Pikachu. This trio usually appears in different disguises and with various plans, but they are defeated each time by Ash and his friends. In one important episode, the trio participates in a Pokemon tournament on a luxury ship called Saint Anne. However, the ship sinks, and Ash, Misty, Brock, Jesse, James, and Meowth end up on an island. They are forced to work together to survive and declare a temporary truce. During this adventure, Ash's Butterfree falls in love, and Ash decides to release it, which is an emotional moment for him. In Saffron City, Ash meets gym leader Sabrina, who has psychic powers. Sabrina is very powerful and easily defeats Ash. Ash goes to the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town to find a ghost-type Pokemon that would provide an advantage against psychic powers. He has a frightening experience with ghost Pokemon there and befriends a Haunter. With Haunter's help, he defeats Sabrina and earns his fourth badge, the Marsh Badge. In Celadon City, Ash meets Erica, a grass-type expert. He's not allowed into the gym because he criticized Erica's perfume shop and has to sneak in disguised as a girl. During the battle, Team Rocket attacks the gym and starts a fire. Ash saves Erica's precious Gloom, and thanks to this heroism, he earns the Rainbow Badge. In Fuchsia City, Ash meets Ninja Koga, a poison-type expert. After a difficult battle, he earns the Soul Badge. At this point, Ash visits the Safari Zone and catches 30 Tauros there. On Cinnabar Island, Ash meets Fire-type expert Blaine. During the battle, Ash's Charizard, the Pokemon he had saved as a Charmander earlier, shows disobedience and doesn't listen. However, with Pikachu's help, Ash manages to earn the Volcano Badge. For the final badge, Ash returns to Viridian City and discovers that the gym leader is actually Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. After a difficult battle, Ash also earns the Earth Badge, thus gaining the right to participate in the Pokemon League. The Pokemon League tournament at Indigo Plateau forms the final part of the season. Ash faces various trainers there and wins some important matches. However, in the quarterfinals, he loses to his rival Richie due to Charizard's disobedience. This is a big disappointment for Ash, but teaches him valuable lessons. The season ends with Ash making a brief visit to Pallet Town and then setting sail for the Orange Islands on a new adventure. At this point, Brock leaves the group to work with Professor Ivy, but Ash and Misty continue their journey with their new friend, Tracy Sketchit. The Indigo League season establishes the foundations of the Pokemon universe, emphasizing values such as friendship, perseverance, courage, and animal protection. Additionally, Ash's character development, his bond with his Pokemon, and the solid relationships he builds with his friends form the cornerstones of the series.